Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. We'll see Atlanta facing Detroit. So Detroit will get the first possession. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LeBron James. Then there's McCollum, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Curry in at the point. And Wallace slams it in.
And guys, it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. That one off the back iron and out. Detroit with the ball. Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see Detroit facing Atlanta. So Detroit will get the first. Possession. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton out there with Chauncey Billups. Then it's Darko Milicic, and it's Wallace in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Billups against Curry. Prince setting a pick for Billups. Dishes to Hamilton. Clock at 6. They set the screen. From deep. Curry against Billups. The feed to Hamilton. Wallace a screen. Knocked loose. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Trains the jumper to finish the break.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Hamilton kicks to Milicic. Here's Wallace. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Gasol.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Now here's Prince. Hamilton outside. Fires for 3.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Gasol with the defensive effort. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Wallace.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Billups goes in. Pass to Milicic. Richard Hamilton on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum, and he gets it to go.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Here's Atlanta. Curry kicks to Gasol. There's the pass to McCollum. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Here's Curry. James right side. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Billups with the ball. Pass to Hamilton. The kick out to Billups. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. No good from Hamilton.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Leonard with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Leonard's got his first basket. And Billups, here we go. He kicks it to Milicic. Curry brings the double. Milicic dishes to Billups. That's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And Detroit has possession after the basket by Atlanta. Wallace the screen. From 12 feet out. Second chance shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Detroit shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good for Milicic. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And then for Detroit, Campbell comes in for Wallace. And Hunter subbed in for Chauncey Billups. Here's Atlanta. And George, here we go.
Boy, there was a little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's going to stop that.
Not when he comes in with the tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Goodness, you cannot punch it any harder than that.
Here's Hunter. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Inside, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
To the inside, Cousins, and he dunks it down.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Detroit trails by 3. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Hunter, covered by Wall. It's Prince on the wing. All sorts of time. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And here's Hamilton after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. To the middle, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Atlanta up by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the floor for Detroit, Tayshaun Prince out there with Campbell. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then it's Wallace. And it's Hunter in at the 1. Banked in off the glass.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Down low, here's George, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Detroit trails by 8. Here's Hunter. Campbell is screen on Curry. In the corner, Billups with it. Wallace a screen. Pass to Hunter. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Curry outside. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Outside, Billups. Prince in the corner. Chandler with the defensive effort. Wallace kicks to Hunter. Wallace the screen. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw dropped for Campbell. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Chandler. LeBron comes in for Blake Griffin. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for George. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Curry. Here's McCollum. For Atlanta, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Free throw good, McCollum.
C.J. McCollum.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
On defense, Atlanta. Now Wallace. Prince up top. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gasol sends it back. And they get it back. Atlanta leading by 11. Here's Wilkins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
at the line.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Detroit trails by 13. It's Prince on the wing. Billups, a screen on Leonard. Wallace kicks to Prince. They set the pick. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And here's James outside. Eldon Campbell with the rebound. Detroit with the ball. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Wallace outside. Billups passes to Wallace. 4 on the clock. Tries from 7. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Detroit making a switch here. Hamilton's checked in. LeBron kicks to Leonard. Back to LeBron. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. James has got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. John Wall's checked in for Dominique Wilkins. And a switcher also for Detroit. Milicic is checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Wallace the screen. Pass to Hunter for 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 13. Wall dishes to Leonard. Back to Wall. Now here's McCollum. Hunter grabs the miss. And so it's Detroit with the ball. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Atlanta.
In for your Atlanta team, Klay Thompson.
Here's Billups.
2 minutes.
Here's Wallace. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And that one's good. James.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
There's a screen. Billups goes in. There's the dish to Milicic. Here's Hunter. It's good from long range. Hunter's got 7 points in the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Wall, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots, is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Atlanta. To the middle, here's Milicic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Wall is with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Back to Wallace. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
On the wing, James. Back to Wall. Thompson outside. James right side. It's stolen by Milicic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Hunter, covered by LeBron. Hunter, the pass to Milicic. 3 on the clock. Detroit needs to get off the shot. And the dunk by Wallace.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Jacks up a 3. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
How about that one? A perfect finish.
And that concludes the...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Steph Curry's out there with McCollum. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gasol at the center. 5 on the clock. From deep, Phillips. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Curry with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Three-pointer. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Leonard. And it's 13 points for Steph Curry.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Phillips dishes to Hamilton. Back to Phillips. Wallace with a screen for Phillips. Wallace left side. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Wallace has got 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Atlanta leading by 16. Here's Curry with the 3. Can't hit. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Phillips attacking. Shoots the 3 with the second effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Talk about a terrific game for Wallace. He's got 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Detroit.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Phillips against Curry. There's the dish to Wallace. Fades back. Rebound Atlanta. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Detroit trails by 20. Billups passes to Hamilton. Wallace with a screen for Hamilton. The kick out to Billups. And count it from 19 feet away. Billups has got 6. Billups has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Down low, here's McCollum. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Hamilton with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Wallace a screen. Feeds it to Billups. Goes up from the top of the key. That doesn't go either for Billups.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Curry against Billups. Pulls up. Can't hit.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Detroit with the rebound. Inside, here's Campbell, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The free throw drops for Campbell. So both teams changing it up here. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Wilkins. A second chance effort, and Wall kicks to George. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's Wilkins with the drive, and that one's good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. The screen from Campbell. Campbell is screen on Wall. Wallace with a screen for Hamilton. The shot by Prince. Detroit, no good that time either.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Darko Milicic, he's checked in for Ben Wallace. Campbell, the pass to Hamilton. The screen from Campbell. Here's Hunter. Buries it from three-point range. Hunter's got 10 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Prince.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's the screen. Campbell kicks to Hamilton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Atlanta leading by 16. Wall attacking. It's Wilkins on the wing. Back to Wall. In the corner, George with it for 3. It's rebounded by Campbell.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Milicic, no luck.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Wall dishes to Gasol. The shot by Wilkins. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Wilkins has got 6. Here's Hunter, covered by Wall. Hunter, the pass to Campbell. With 2 seconds left, and it's good on the layup. He has 5. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Detroit trails by 16. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Wallace is out there with Milicic. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Hunter in at the 2-guard spot. Count that one. 12 points for Wallace.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
James. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
That one is off.
At the line, LeBron James.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Down by 15. Billups kicks to Wallace. Wallace drawing the double team. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Well, a good one here for McCollum. He's got 8 points and 1 steal as well.
Detroit trails by 16. Here's the screen. Kicks it to Milicic. Wallace a screen. Back to Billups. The pass to Hunter. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Billups has got 3 assists in the game. Atlanta leading by 14. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Billups attacking. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Dishes to McCollum. Back to Curry. He feeds it to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Atlanta again missing.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Billups attacking, and he gets it to go.
Great move to the hoop on that one there. He didn't let his height disadvantage dictate that matchup.
And here's McCollum. And he jams it with authority.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for Detroit had some instruction for his guys during that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Hunter, the pass to Wallace. Here's Billups. Gasol knocks it away. Here's McCollum. Got a hand on it. Left side, Billups. From past the arc. Hunter, no good. Atlanta leading by 12. It's Curry outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 18 points for Steph Curry.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Hunter. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Wallace. But they'll get another chance. Detroit, no good that time either. To the paint. Here's McCollum. Outside for Curry. From deep. Curry with another miss. Detroit trails by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The feed now to Wallace. He dishes it to Prince. Passes to Hunter. Stolen by McCollum. From the arc. Hunter grabs the miss. Detroit with the ball. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Richard Hamilton's checked in for Hunter. Here's Wallace. Hamilton outside. Shot to stop the drought. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's good from Hamilton. Hamilton hits both of them. Atlanta calls timeout. They're up by 13. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And Atlanta leads by 15.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
The free throw drops for Billups.
Some good play from Billups in this one. He has 11 points and some assists, too. How about 3 of them?
Both shots good from the stripe. Atlanta leading by 13. James kicks to McCollum. And it's Curry at the elbow. Pass to LeBron. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. Pass to Prince. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left the man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket. And they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Stephen Curry. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Yeah, might as well tack on a few more points to the lead, I guess. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
That's the right word for it, Greg. Dominant. This one was as one-sided as we've seen in a while.
Hamilton outside. Wallace with a screen for Hamilton. He kicks to Milicic. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Billups. And the shot is good.
And that's his game. Ignore the D. Focus on what you do and knock down that triple.
Curry with it. Billups picks him up defensively. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Billups against Curry. Gasol dishes to Curry. Nice defense from Billups.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of...